So as you see, 209 is actually the voting for Democrats who's wanting to be for the suspension of the motion to impeach Donald Trump. 16 nay and 209 for Democrats. So you see NAACP, wanting to impeach him, and this came in as of the 23rd. So just imagine if the Democrats, instead of saying they want to just off hold, not want to go forward with that, then this would have been permissible, where it would have went through the first step, being that they have the majority of the House. So, of course, NAACP saw this and say, hey, no, they vote unanimously to actually go forward, as far as making a stand. So it says the members of the NAACP are calling for President Trump's impeachment, the latest effort to push members of Congress to pursue impeachment. So, as you can tell, only 16 people of the Democrats were wanting to go with the motions, and then 209 wanted to stop the motions. Wow. When they know what this is all about, they're trying to actually go to a place and say, well, we're so close to him, actually being up against other components. Well, no, it needs to be filed in writing in history that, he is unfit, and he is actually, making, as far as making a stand from all the findings. So today, anyway, the findings from the Mueller report. So today, Mueller, or some may say Mueller, but Mueller has actually agreed to testifying before Congress on today. So that will be on probably early this morning. But it's something how, they see how this is all playing out. But again, it's in the almighty hand, because if it was left up to me, hey, he would have been impeached a long time ago. I mean, a month in, I would have been like, impeached. Right. But I know what the end of the day is. So let me just scale back. It's in Father's hand. All right. So let me take us a little deeper down here into this article. So the members of the NAACP are calling for President Trump impeachment, and that says that as far as the representing local branches of civil rights organization voted so unanimous on Tuesday for the call for his impeachment. The group is holding its annual convention in Detroit, and The Hill has reached out to them for a statement on its decision. The White House did not immediately respond to the request for the comment. It says Trump's misconduct is unmistakably and has proven time and time again that he is unfit to serve as president of this country. And I'm pretty sure a lot had to do with him sending these, so-called blacks and Hispanics back to their homeland. So you have, what's her name is Ilhan, I'm sorry, Omar. She is from Somalia, so that she's from Africa. Then you have one, she's actually from Palestine. Okay. But three of them was born in America, and Ilhan actually came when she was about 15 years old, because, there were wars in her home area, and they were allowing ones to come to America as refugees. Okay. So this is actually the tweet. It says breaking right here, and it says the NAACP, they unanimously passed a vote calling for the impeachment. So far you have 37,000 actually likes there, who wants backing it up. You got 11,000 people talking about it. You have Derek Johnson. He put his, twit, his tweet out about it. Also, so it says they joined a growing chorus of voices calling for Congress to initiate impeachment proceeding against Trump. A total of 87 House members have expressed support for an impeachment inquiry, but Democrat leadership has been hesitant instead of asking the caucus to focus on investigations against the president. They voted, vote comes a day before former special counsel Robert Mueller is set to testify. Okay, and so it says the investigation into Russia interference in 2016 election did not find sufficient evidence to bring charges against Trump or his campaign over allegations they conspired with Moscow. So, but Mueller also declined to declare the president of obstruction of justice, and we know so many factors of him, obstructing justice, and wow. so it's just a lot going on. So these are the different. I want to say her name is Rashada Talib, one of the most outspoken critics of Trump, who has called for his impeachment, said at the NAACP convention on Monday that she is not going nowhere, and not until I impeach this president. Wow. So Nancy Pelosi got a lot, y'all, to pretty much she's the, as far as the person who holding it in a place to say, let's wait, don't pursue. She's the Speaker of the House, of course. So she's one's looking up, and trusting her in her way and how she's doing things. So that's gonna look questionable once all the surface and hit the news on on today during this hearing, when they're gonna break down all of those pages through questions and answers. So it says Speaker Pelosi, who has so far resisted calls for pursuing impeachment, and they have to say why. Who cares about where she's coming from, saying that it's too soon. It can't be soon enough. It was left up to me, but I got to keep believing and trusting that the Almighty hand is in it, and it's actually just fulfilling its course in our prophecy. He was put there for a reason. Trump, that is. So so you all, it's actually before our faces. I would love for the NAACP to get in this way of putting or submitting to have some type of law for each state. Anybody who call the policemen on our people, because that they will have some type of fine, or we will have the rights to sue those people and the police department. So I pray that comes up to surface, because it's ridiculous if you look at how many calls that go in, about just foolishness, things that, oh, you park a little bit too close to the curb, I'm calling the policeman on you. Oh, you are doing this. Oh, you live here, prove it to me, I'm calling the policeman. Who you waiting on out here? Prove me that you know somebody in this building. Prove to me that you live here. Show me this, show me that. And these are like people who trying to, the average person, white person, who's just trying to police the area themselves. Just so much craziness. You would think that our world would have learned from George Zimmerman, who took it upon himself when they told him not to pursue, you know, his name slipped my mind. I know his name is Trayvon. Yeah, wanted to pursue Trayvon, but no, he took it upon himself and to act out, and he couldn't tell that this little, he was not even probably five. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even tall. And I know that doesn't may add up to ones who maybe listen and say, what difference does it make? But I'm just saying that he could, by the statue, that this was a little boy. He didn't even, he didn't even see that. All he saw was, I want to control. I want to be in control. So again, I want to make sure I got this right because it says on the motion to suspend the rules and agree. So the Democrats voted 209 on a motion to suspend, and then they had 16 nays for the Democrats. So imagine if those who hadn't, say that they agreed to suspend join the nays, then impeachment, far as it would go into the motion for them to look further into impeachment. Just the motion in itself, just the motion in itself. But they say, nah, we gonna hold off. Okay. So now, of course, kudos to the NAACP for standing up and making a difference. And I pray that they go forth with all these ones who's calling in and trying to suppress and oppress our people in this manner, because they know when they call a policeman, anything can go to the left. And then they lie often about why they call them the policeman. They hype it up to what it's even more to be not. So, I don't know if you saw, did I show that video? I think I did, where a deputy sheriff went into our IRS building to ask a question about his taxes. And the security guard there had a gun, who happened to be white, and told him that he had to go put his gun in the car. He was like, no, I'm not. He's in. And so when the security guard tried to restrain this guy, he actually, was moving away. So imagine if he didn't get away and got on the elevator, this guy, could have shot him. And I'm trying to remember, did he get on the elevator with the guy? He may have. So you saw him entering out the room. But no, I don't think he got on the elevator with the guy, with the deputy sheriff. So anyway, when the security guard called the police department, he didn't say that this was a deputy sheriff. He just said that this someone with a gun refusing to leave. So he could have got shot himself. So this deputy sheriff, who is a so-called black man, Israelite, who is out on leave because he can't wrap his head around this. I guess he said he have never seen nothing like this. Or it's hitting him that all his, Hebrew brothers out there getting shot and for this and that, and with nothing that they have done wrong or something that they just, what they've done did not cause them to get shot. Because they move a hand or they telling them that I can't breathe or this, that, and the other. And they, it's just crazy, you all. So our redemption is there, family. Our redemption is there. Get right, repent, come from among them all, according to Revelation 18:4, that you will not be actually in the lineup for the plagues. I'm paraphrasing right now. But get out from among, get in the right lineup. Yesterday I went with a girlfriend to support her. She had a doctor appointment, and it's like every time I get a chance I go out, I'm telling my people. So I think I talked to like 4 or 5, and they don't know. And I'm like, I'm just telling you, look, this is who we are. And it always, work out while I'm able to explain in details in the moment when I'm telling them. So let our people know, Israel, who we are, that our redemption is near. That's right. Have them to understand what's going on with the covenant, that they need to repent and return back to the Lord and statutes. That's right. That we are of royalty. We Yah royal family. Blessings, family. Shalom.